There are no downsides to doing dry January. You should do dry January. I'm gonna tell you why. What's crazy is I feel like either there's two camps of people who think dry January is too hard because it's 30 days of not drinking, or people who are in recovery and refer to themselves as alcoholics who think that dry January isn't enough because you might have problem drinking. And I'm here to tell you that neither one of those things is true. Dry January can be exactly what you need it to be, which might be different from what someone else needs it to be. That means that it could just be a break for you. That means it might be a way for you to examine your relationship with alcohol. Maybe you've been worried about your relationship with alcohol for a while, and maybe you want this to be more than 1 month. Maybe you're looking into doing 3 or 6 months. Maybe you'll like it so much that you stop altogether. But also, if you only stop for 30 days, there's still a ton of benefits and it's not a waste. Another thing I think that prevents people from trying dry January is they think they'll fail. They think that they'll do a few sober days and then give in halfway through the month. And I'm also here to tell you that that's okay. It's okay. It's actually okay if you only make it a week. It's actually okay if you do 2 weeks without drinking, 2 weeks drinking. It's also okay if you do 2 weeks not drinking, 1 week drinking, and then a 4th week not drinking. Isn't that crazy? It's almost like it depends on what you want it to be, and there's still benefits in being 60% dry, 70% dry, 85% dry. And I don't think we should put any labels or criticize or dampen anyone that either doesn't want to make it the whole month of dry January or maybe only makes it some of the time, because the benefits are still there. You'll still get better sleep. You'll see a decrease in anxiousness. You'll be able to work on how you feel socially without drinking. You'll be able to look into what kind of alcohol-free drinks you like. And you can always look at the reasons why you feel like you want to drink, which comes along with examining your relationship to alcohol. The other thing that's great is there's tons of apps, free apps that you can download to track your drinking, and it will even do the calculations to tell you exactly how long you were sober or dry for the month of January. Also, there's tons of books available now. The Alcohol Experiment by Annie Grace is a good one. That gives you prompts for every day, 30 days of a dry month that you could literally do anytime. You don't have to wait till January. But I always think it's really good for people to examine what are the reasons behind their drinking, because to me, you can't really like take a break or consider whether you need to quit or not until you look at the motivations behind your drinking. Is it because you want to be social? Is it because you feel like you need it to relax? Is it because everyone else is doing it around you and you want it to be at events that you partake in? So I think it's really helpful if, even if you don't use an app or anything, maybe you could write down, well, I'm feeling like I want to drink today because it's my friend's birthday and she's been planning this club night for months and there's bottle service. So at least then we know like what's it tied to and why we're feeling like we want to drink at certain times. Not drinking for 30 days can help with improved digestion, better hydration, increased energy. It can even help you lose weight if that's something that you're looking to do. It can lower your blood pressure. You will see immediate effects with only 30 days. So that's why I really think it's beneficial for everyone to try, and why I don't like to criticize or beat up on people who maybe might only make it for 2 weeks or less. I feel like any break from alcohol is a good decision and should be congratulated. Another great thing about being dry for January is that there's tons of non-alcoholic options, and pretty much everywhere you go now has either NA beer, or they have mocktails, or they have non-alcoholic spirits or non-alcoholic champagne. One of my favorite brands is Free, F-R-E, wine. They have an amazing like brut champagne dupe, I like to call it. It is so delicious. I get it for New Year's Eve every year now. And it's great, and I don't feel like I'm missing out anymore, that we can kind of feel in the beginning. So my recommendation is definitely to look at what kind of non-alcoholic drinks you may like to try and really see how you feel when you're in a social situation. There's literally no downside to trying Dry January. I recommend everyone tries it, if not once, then multiple times. And don't forget, even if you don't make it all 30 days, that's okay. You still did it. You still participated. You still thought about your relationship with alcohol. You still will get the benefits of taking a break. So keep going, and I hope you have an awesome Dry January.